Hello, welcome back. We began to talk about life lessons from the Game of Thrones. Here's the second part, as I have promised. If you missed the first part, check out this page to watch without wasting your time. Let's dive right into the second part. All fear leads to the same place, death. Few phrases in Game of Thrones are as universally recognized as Valor Morgulis. All men must die. Spoken repeatedly by Jake and Hagar across multiple seasons, this phrase strips away status, wealth, and power. It is the cold reality of death whose remembrance keeps the mind warm. It reminds us that mortality is the great equalizer. In life, remembering death isn't meant to paralyze us. It's meant to focus us. It humbles arrogance, sharpens gratitude, and reminds us that time is limited. When everything ends, what we choose to do while we're here is what truly matters.
Always keep your foes confused. If they don't know who you are or what you want, they can't know what you plan to do next. A man with no motive is a man no one suspects.
In a world where everyone is obsessed with sharing their journey and finding their why, Lord Baelish, Littlefinger, offers a dangerous alternative. He said, "A man with no motive is a man no one suspects. Always keep your foes confused." It sounds like villainy, but in the modern world, it's actually a masterclass in informational leverage. The philosophy is simple. Information is a target. When you broadcast your motives, your desire for a specific promotion, your plan to start a side hustle, or your need for validation, you give people a map of your psychological buttons. If a rival knows what you want, they know exactly how to bait you, block you, or bargain with you. By appearing to have no motive, you effectively remove the handle they use to pull you around. We are conditioned to be open books, but being an open book makes you predictable. In a corporate setting or a competitive market, predictability is a death sentence. When you keep your foes, or even just your competitors, confused, you force them to spend their mental energy guessing your next move rather than making their own. While they're busy analyzing your fog, you're free to execute your plan in total silence. So how do you apply the Littlefinger strategy without being a sociopath? 1. Move in silence. Stop announcing your goals before you've achieved them. The dopamine hit from telling people your plans actually makes you less likely to finish them. 2. Selective transparency. You can be friendly without being known. You can share your personality without sharing your strategy. 3. Strategic unpredictability. Don't always take the path people expect. When you break your own patterns, you become impossible to game or manipulate. Baelish's ultimate lesson isn't about lying. It's about privacy as a power move. If they don't know who you are or what you want, they can't tell you no. The next time you feel the urge to explain your every move to the world, remember, the most powerful person in the room is often the one whose motive is the only thing no one can see. Keep them guessing.
Powerful have always preyed on the powerless. That's how they became powerful in the first place.
Perhaps.
The powerful have always preyed on the powerless. That's how they became powerful in the first place. Tyrion Lannister exposes another uncomfortable truth when he observes that the powerful have always preyed on the powerless. History isn't clean, success isn't always earned fairly, and systems are rarely neutral. Recognizing this doesn't make you bitter, it makes you aware. And awareness is the first step toward change. And sometimes, to move forward at all, you must understand those who stand in your way. The next quote is Varys' elegant secret to success, offered in season 3.
Influence grows like a weed. I tended mine patiently until its tendrils reached from the Red Keep all the way across to the far side of the world.
Influence grows like a weed. I tended mine patiently until its tendrils reached from the Red Keep all the way across to the far side of the world. Think about that imagery. A weed, not a fragile, costly flower that needs constant attention, but something hardy, pervasive, and subtle. Varys understood that relying on a crown or a sword is temporary. True, sustainable power is a network you nurture slowly. This is a beautiful lesson in patience and long-term investment. You might not see the immediate results of your efforts, be it building a career, a skill, or even a community. But Varys reminds us that the quiet, consistent effort, the patient tending, is what ultimately gives your influence its unbreakable strength. Stop seeking the sudden bloom and focus on the spreading roots. Varys' strategy demands an incredible personal cost, revealed in Season 4. Besides, the absence of desire leaves one free to do other things. No lust, no greed, no attachments. Why? Because he saw that desire is the ultimate leash. It gives others a way to manipulate you, to hurt you, to distract you from your ultimate purpose. To be honest, we cannot say that Varys chose it. It was a hard life lesson he had to make peace with, since he was castrated at a very young age. He had no love to fight for, which was a major conflict plot among several characters in the play. Now, we don't need to be celibate spies, but this quote holds a powerful concept for us. When we strip away the constant noise of wanting the newest phone, wanting constant validation, wanting others to behave a certain way, we unlock immense focus and freedom. By reducing your vulnerabilities, you free up incredible energy to pursue what truly matters to you. What desires are currently holding you captive? Varys sacrifices his self for power.
Going out. And what then? Don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle, everywhere, always, in your mind. Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. Live that way, and nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before.
While Varys built his power patiently, nurturing his weed of influence over decades, there was another master manipulator operating under a far more aggressive and frankly more paranoid philosophy: Peter Littlefinger Baelish. In Season 7, Episode 3, The Queen's Justice, Littlefinger shared his ultimate strategy as the paranoid strategist with a captive audience, Sansa Stark. He said, don't fight in the north or the south. Fight every battle everywhere, always in your mind. Everyone is your enemy. Everyone is your friend. Every possible series of events is happening all at once. That way, and nothing will surprise you. Everything that happens will be something that you've seen before. The meaning here is terrifyingly simple. Total cynicism as a survival tool. Littlefinger doesn't wait for things to happen. He lives in a state of perpetual anxiety, constantly running every possible scenario in his head. The good, the bad, the disastrous. For him, the only way to win is to never be surprised, because a surprise means a loss of control. He teaches that there are no true allies, only temporary ones. He shifts between being a friend to the Lannisters one day and an enemy the next, purely to serve his own advancement. You obviously don't need to adopt Littlefinger's paranoia, but this quote holds a sharp lesson in preparedness and foresight. In the professional world or any challenging environment, his philosophy of running every possible series of events is a twisted form of risk management. It encourages you to think 2 steps ahead, to consider the consequences of your actions, not just once, but multiple times, forcing you to ask, what is the worst case scenario here, and how would I pivot if it happened? But let's now look at 2 people who grappled with a more universal and perhaps more painful kind of sacrifice: the battle between love and duty. It is the view of the cost of commitment.
No. Trevor will not love. Love is the death of duty.
Love is the death of duty. Our next quote comes from the wise and tragic Maester Aemon Targaryen, guiding Jon Snow at the Wall. Love is the death of duty. Maester Aemon is speaking to Jon Snow, who is struggling with the conflict between his duty to the Night's Watch, which requires him to abandon his family, and his desire to join Robb Stark and protect his loved ones. Maester Aemon reveals his own past and the painful choices he had to make. This is the voice of an idealist, a man who gave up the chance to rule an entire kingdom to honor his vows. Aemon knows that love makes you a traitor to the larger commitment. It makes you prioritize the few, your family, your lover, over the many, the realm, the order, the promise. How does this apply to life? This applies every time you have to make a tough choice between your personal comfort and a larger commitment. Whether it's the duty to a business partner, a promise to a friend, or a vow to yourself, Aemon teaches us that emotional attachments will always tempt you to bend the rules. The question he poses is, if you break your promise for love, was your promise ever truly sacred?
Sometimes duty is the death of love.
But every ideal has a harsh reality, and Tyrion, the realist, offers the devastating counterpoint that resonates throughout the series. Sometimes duty is the death of love. Tyrion speaks for every character who has had their heart crushed by society's expectations. He saw that duty. Whether it was Jaime's vow to the Kingsguard, Sansa's duty to House Stark, or his own duty to the Lannister name, was often just a polite word for oppression and heartbreak. This is a vital reminder that we should not blindly follow external duties that extinguish our inner light. We need to question the source of our obligations. If a duty to a job, a family structure, a tradition demands that you sacrifice the beautiful, genuine bonds in your life, Tyrion asks, is that duty truly worth the cost? We must protect the things that give us joy from the burdens that just suck us dry. Every quote you've heard in this story carries the same quiet truth. Game of Thrones was never just about crowns or conquests. It was about people. Flawed, fearful, ambitious, hopeful, trying to survive a world that doesn't bend for anyone. These words remind us that leadership demands responsibility. That fear can wound deeper than steel. That influence grows slowly, patiently in the shadows. And that power is often nothing more than belief until enough people accept it as real. They teach us that unity is stronger than isolation, that understanding an enemy can be more powerful than defeating them, and that love and duty will sometimes pull us in opposite directions, forcing choices that leave scars no matter what we decide. Because life is not a song. It does not promise justice. It does not reward good intentions automatically. But it does offer wisdom, if we're willing to listen. So as you step away from this video, ask yourself, what fears are you allowing to cut deeper than swords? What influence are you quietly cultivating? And when winter comes, who is in your pack? If this journey through Game of Thrones resonated with you, let me know in the comments which quote stayed with you the longest. And if you want more cinematic breakdowns of stories that reveal real-life wisdom, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay with us. Because in the end, the Game of Thrones never truly ends. It only changes players